All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for joining us today for Herron's 2026 Commencement Celebration and Recognition event. Well, my name is Greg Hull. I'm the Dean here at the Herron School of Art and Design at IU Indianapolis. And one of Herron's treasured traditions is having a live band perform at our graduation ceremonies. Okay, and well, I just wanted to share that one of our treasured traditions is having a live band perform at our graduation ceremonies. Today's music is provided again this year by the Circle City Sidewalk Stompers marching band. I'm glad you enjoyed their music, and we will hear from them again later this afternoon, so thank you for thanking them. But okay, well. And I'm thrilled to welcome you all, including our guests who are joining us virtually online and for our live stream of this afternoon's events. And as we celebrate the class of 2026, if we could, congratulations. All right, I'm really excited about their outstanding accomplishments as they complete their current academic journeys, so congrats. I also want to remind everyone that after the completion of this afternoon's recognition events, you're all invited to join us for a reception upstairs in the ballroom on the 4th floor here at the Madam Walker Legacy Center. It's called the Ballroom, the BR on the elevator, if you go up that way. We're very honored and excited to be able to hold this afternoon's celebration here in the historic Madam Walker Theater. Built in 1927, the Walker Building served as the world headquarters for the Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company, one of the earliest and for years most successful black business enterprises in the United States. The building's performance spaces were among the many jazz venues lining Indiana Avenue. As the last remaining of these iconic buildings, the Madam Walker Legacy Center holds a significant place in our nation's history and is designated as a National Historic Landmark. As an important and integral part of the contemporary Indianapolis arts and culture community, the Madam Walker Legacy Center is dedicated to preserving the legacy of Madam C.J. Walker by providing cultural education, promotion, social justice, and empowering youth to become the next generation of entrepreneurs and civic leaders. And we're so honored to be guests in this wonderful historic venue. Okay, and now, I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge that we are gathering here this afternoon on the traditional ancestral homelands, the Miami, Potawatomi, Shawnee, and Lenape, and other Native peoples of the past and present. Founded in 1969, IU Indianapolis stands on the historic homeland of Native peoples and more recently that of a vibrant Black community. As a campus, we work to honor and acknowledge those who have cared for these spaces in the past, and we hope sincerely that its current use for the pursuit and sharing of knowledge and understanding, which are goals of the university, will lead to a future that is truly equitable and just. And thank you again for being here with us this afternoon. And we know that many of you have supported and contributed to the students' successes that we are here to celebrate today. And we're excited to welcome the families and friends of our graduating students and everyone who has helped them to and through their academic journey. Let us take a moment to thank the family, friends, loved ones of our graduates for everything you've done to help our students reach this important milestone. Okay, and before we hear from our keynote speaker, I'd like to take a moment to recognize Herron's world-class faculty and staff for their collective commitment to the success of our students. So please help me thank and honor Herron's outstanding staff and faculty. We're also very grateful to Pam Hacker, one of our student advisors, for her work to organize our school recognition events every year. Thank you, Pam. Yes. Okay. And now it's my sincere pleasure to introduce and welcome this evening's keynote speaker, Herron's Professor Emeritus Craig McDaniel. Craig is an artist, educator, mentor, and longtime member of the Herron family, whose impact on the school has been felt across generations of students and faculty. Throughout his many years at Herron, Craig served not only as a distinguished member of our faculty and accomplished artist, but also as a department chair and later as our Associate Dean of Faculty Affairs, helping guide and strengthen our school through his thoughtful leadership, creativity, and care for others. As an artist, Craig's work has explored memory, history, landscape, and human experiences with remarkable depth and sensitivity, earning recognition through exhibitions and collections across the country. As an educator, he inspired countless students to pursue their creative voices with curiosity, courage, and integrity. To many of us, Craig has been a trusted, wonderful colleague, mentor, and friend whose generosity and wisdom continue to shape the culture of Herron today. And we're honored to welcome him back to speak with us as we celebrate the achievements and futures of our students. So please help me welcome Professor Emeritus Craig McDaniel to the stage.
Thank you so much. When I retired from Herron a few years ago, this was one of the events I knew I would miss a lot, is coming to a graduation ceremony. It's such a special day, so I'm honored to be here with you all. Can you all hear me up there? Testing, testing. How about that? Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, honored guests, families and friends, and graduates. I am honored by Dean Hull's invitation to address you, Herron School of Art and Design, class of 2026. This weekend is special in time and special in place. Yesterday, May 16, the campus graduation ceremony took place. Today, May 17, marks, for the graduates, the culmination of a significant chapter in the lifelong process of you becoming you. This is a time to celebrate. You've met the challenges required to earn a diploma from Indiana University. You are not the same person you were when you arrived at Herron. You graduate with new skills and new ways of seeing the world. I salute you, and I salute all who supported you on this challenging journey. Today is special also because today is a day to look forward. You are here in Indiana, known as the Crossroads of America. You face a crossroads of your own. Today celebrates commencement. Tomorrow begins a new chapter. Whether you have a clear vision of what you'll pursue or you step forward into mystery, you are ready. At Herron, you learn to work through uncertainty. You learn to plan, to set goals, to collaborate, to think critically and creatively, to dream. These practices matter. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And speaking of those who believe in their dreams, another reason today is special is because we are in a special place. In his welcoming remarks, Dean Hull observed, "We are honored to be in the Madam Walker Legacy Center." I want to add a few more thoughts about Madam Walker. Born in Louisiana, just 2 years after the Civil War. Imagine what a challenging time that must have been. Madam Walker rose from poverty to launch and develop her own highly successful business. If she were here standing today, her lesson to you, graduates, would likely to be go forward with self-reliance and ambition. She famously said, "I got my start by giving myself a start." You too have the tools to create your own opportunities. As graduates of one of the premier art and design schools in the country, do not wait for the world to invite you to succeed. Madam Walker's life reminds us that creative thinking can be applied to all forms of work, and true success is about building a legacy that serves others. Another reason today is special is that it allows us to look back 250 years to the very beginning of our nation. Officially, the United States came into being on July 4, 1776. But prior to that date, in May of 1776, history was at a tipping point. The outlook was bleak. George Washington, as general of the Continental Army, led fewer than 7,000 soldiers who were up against a British force of 30,000 in the world's most powerful navy. In the spring of 1776, the American Revolution was viewed as a rebellion of colonists seeking only to restore their rights as British subjects. However, Henry Knox, one of Washington's most trusted advisors, as well as Washington himself, wanted to create a new country, to separate totally from Great Britain. Doing this meant raising the stakes, from seeking reform to demanding independence, which was considered full-scale treason, a crime punishable by execution. So what happened? What did they do? On May 16, 1776, that's 250 years ago from yesterday, Knox, then 25 years old, wrote to John Adams, a member of the Continental Congress. In his letter, Knox argued in favor of declaring the U.S. would become its own country, one founded with a new form of government based on equality and the fundamental rights of individuals. He wrote, "The future happiness or misery of a great proportion of the human race is at stake." Then, on May 17, exactly 250 years ago from today, George Washington wrote his own letter. Washington wrote to merchants in Rhode Island. He sought their help in securing more arms and supplies for his army. Washington knew that to achieve their goals, they needed to be prepared. These actions, I think, taken on the 16th and 17th of May, 1776, provide three important lessons. First, set your aims high, like Knox was doing as he wrote in support of establishing the goal of complete independence. Second, prepare yourself. Be pragmatic, as Washington was doing in his letter seeking supplies for the army. And third, know that anything worth doing requires courage and commitment. While we often think of heroes as those doing brave deeds in brief moments, Washington and Knox knew that true accomplishment comes from persistence, by moving the needle forward day after day. Such commitment takes courage. From May 1776, there was still a long way to go before American independence was finally secured in 1783. In closing, let me offer these final words. 250 years ago, a generation imagined a different future and signed their names to it. You may not sign a national declaration, but you will leave your mark everywhere you go, on projects, communities, artworks, and lives. More than a political document, the Declaration of Independence was an act of profound imagination. It was a declaration of values, a design for a society still unfinished. Even now, it continues to challenge each generation to interpret, extend, and refine its promise. So graduates of 2026, you and we are at another crossroads of history. We are entering the future. We are surrounded by rapid technological change, global uncertainty, social division, and environmental urgency. It can feel overwhelming, but you are prepared. You are prepared to bring creativity, courage, and conviction. Take heart. Stunning new accomplishments keep happening all the time. Wasn't it just last month that the first humans in history saw with their own eyes the dark side of the moon? Now we are all heading into the future, like explorers going to our own new dark side of a moon. Live your lives with intention. Design, create, and communicate with care and purpose, and take time to have fun along the way. And as you move forward, do not forget love. Love for the communities you come from and the ones you will build. Love for the people who supported you. Take a moment to feel gratitude. Today, May 17, 2026, none of us arrives here at a place and time of such amazing meaning and value alone. Congratulations, Herron, class of 2026.
Thank you, Craig. That was really engaging, really inspiring. So thank you for your remarks. I'm really grateful for that. And now I'd like to share that each year, Herron recognizes one of our many wonderful alumni for their impact, the impact they have upon the school, their community, and within their professional field, and the continued strength and spirit of our school. Celebrating the accomplishments of our alumni is wonderfully rewarding, and it resonates strongly at this moment, as each of you begins your transition from your time as one of our students to your professional journey as one of Herron's alumni. Through this process, it is important to us that you recognize you are also joining a wonderfully diverse and richly talented group of creative people who share this distinction with you. This afternoon, I'm very excited to announce that Herron's 2026 Distinguished Alumni Award recipient is Catherine Cunningham. Catherine received her Bachelor of Arts education from Herron in 1984, and for more than 20 years, Kathy played an extraordinary leadership role in the Herron Alumni Association, serving as president, secretary, treasurer, committee chair, and other roles, and as an advocate for generations of Herron students and alumni. Her support of Herron has extended far beyond service, including years of philanthropic support for student scholarships, Herron Saturday School Alumni Awards, and school initiatives, including Herron's 100th anniversary celebration. Beyond Herron, Kathy has devoted her time and talents to organizations across Indiana through the arts, education, faith communities, youth mentorship, and public service. Her decades of leadership and volunteerism with Scouting America have earned her distinguished honors for outstanding service to youth and community engagement. Kathy's work has also received significant recognition, including awards from the Indiana State Fair and the prestigious IU Alumni Award, the Maynard K. Hine Award in 2017. And most importantly, Kathy represents the lifelong commitment to creativity, service, leadership, and generosity that continues to help define the Herron community. So if you would, please join me in welcoming our 2026 Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, Catherine Cunningham, to the stage. Kathy? And that is our Distinguished Alumni Award. So congratulations.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you for this most prestigious award. It's amazing to be recognized for doing the things that you love. And it's not something you just automatically do it every day. It's not something you really work on. And I'm always so proud to say that I'm a graduate of Herron School of Art and Design. Thank you, Dean Hull, and all the teachers who are here to recognize the students today. Wow, captured audience. You guys can't go anywhere, right? Okay. There's so many things I could say, but keeping us on time and not having to go to the dean's office to be reprimanded for going over time, I'm going to try to keep it to 3 to 5 minutes. I promise my remarks will be brief, but they're from my heart and my experiences as an artist and an educator. I have 3 points to make today that I hope will help you as much as they have assisted me throughout my life and career. I'm still using my skills, talents, and experiences. I'm still creating art. I can't ever forget that, because It's part of me, it's been a part of me since I was a small child, and there's something inside of an artist that they just can't quit. I focus on recycled materials, and as my husband Dan puts it, I recycle junk. He has been my biggest fan and supporter, and I guess my mentor also. If I bring out a piece of art to show him, if it takes him more than 2 seconds, it goes right back to the gallery. Okay, my 3 suggestions. These might be a little bit different than most people would seem, but this is something that I've thought a lot about. First, be true to yourself and your talents. No matter what your job or where life leads you, remember that you can use your talents in ways you may have never thought about before. You may not get the job you want right away, but don't be afraid of the terms failure or success, because that's someone else's label or idea of who or what you need to be. You never know how effective you can be if you don't expand and stretch yourself. Anyone can create, but I think you become a real artist when you decide to color outside the lines, and I've done that a lot. Second, don't forget the huge network of artists from Herron, IU, and those artists in the community that you have met or are yet to meet. I have a huge network of artist friends, local and all across the country, and have been most fortunate to be able to call them mentors and friends. Whatever support you may need, remember, we are here for each other no matter what, and you have a huge mentor group right here that you can always come back to. Use your resources and your connections. Okay, third, which I think is the most important, each of you have a fire within yourself. You need to nourish and expand and care for that fire. As a graduate from a prestigious art school, you know what it is to be driven by the need to create, teach, relate, produce, respond, discover, and satisfy that fire within, always learning and growing. No matter what you decide for your future, go out there and live each day with the knowledge that only you can distinguish that fire. No one else can. Thank you for allowing me to spend this time with you. Best of luck for each of you in the future. And get out there and enjoy your graduation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. That was really engaging, and, well, I really agree with you. Our alumni are always welcome at Herron at any time, but thank you. Really happy we're still connected, so. All right. Well, and now it's time to begin our recognition of our 2026 graduates. And we'll begin by recognizing students receiving their master's degrees. And this will include hooding ceremony. The hooding ceremony is unique recognition of the achievements of each student who has earned their master's degree and will take place as they are individually introduced and invited across the stage. To help lead this process, please help me welcome Dr. Shannon McCullough, Herron's Assistant Dean of Admissions and Student Affairs, to the podium. Shannon?
Thank you, Dean Hull. Hello, graduates. How are we? We ready? Yeah. There we go. Oh, that was not good enough. We ready? There we go. All right. Each year I have the honor of addressing you as we send you off in your next journey. You will hear this from everyone tonight, but it's worth repeating. You may leave our classes, but you'll always be a part of our community. Let us continue to help you as you emerge into this professional path and further as that path takes you in many exciting directions. We can't wait to see it. With that, it's your time. So let's begin. Let me tell you how this works. Your advisors will lead you to the stage, and as you come up here, you will hand me your card, and I will read your name, and then you'll walk across the stage to Dean Hull and get your scroll. Feel free to take a slight detour, any necessary high fives, fist bumps, hugs, whatever you feel you need. We're all excited for you. Audience, this is Herron's graduation. We're not stuffy. We played Raise Against the Machine, for goodness sakes. Like, come on. So You are the parents, you're the guardians, you're the aunties, you're the cousins, you're those who supported them, and it's your time to also celebrate them. So let's give them the joy and the excitement that is worth it, okay? Oh. Okay. So with that, I know my students aren't scared, come on. We will begin with the recognition and hooding of our graduate student body. As students from each degree program line up, I will call up my colleagues from the graduate programs who will hood our recipients. First, we have the hooding of students I had the pleasure of personally teaching, and I'm so proud to see them grow in these past 2 years. This is our Masters of Arts in Art Therapy recipients, and I'm going to call to the stage Professor Lauren Doherty to hood our graduates. Lauren has served as the interim program director this past semester, and we are so grateful for her service. and I think I'm the tallest of our group, so we do have a riser. But also joining Lauren for one of our recipients will be Professor Eileen Misluck, who's our standing program director. She will hood Addison. So let's get it started. Addison Mish. Let's go, Joe! Let's go. Lift her up. Okay. Alexandra Orr. I think you've met your match. Drew Denton. We didn't correctly dress ahead of time. There we go. Mallory Piercy. Myra Ojeda Rodriguez. Get up for art therapy. Next, calling to the stage Professor Young Bak Hong to hood our Masters of Design student. Sarah Berna. Annabelle Greenmore. Marissa Eckert. Congratulations, Masters of Design. Next, I'll call to the stage Dr. Tim Su to hood our Masters of Science in Music Technology students. No stool for you. Okay. First up, Rakshith Sharma. That's it. Congratulations. And then finally, I'm going to call up Professor Don Holder to hood our Masters of Fine Arts and Visual Arts students. There we go. Caitlin Luce.
Slay!
Slay. Austin Delano. There we go. Rebecca Pollard. Megan Fleming. Andy Pham. And finally, Grant Sales. Once again, big congratulations to our graduate students. I'd like to break from the reading of the names to welcome Dean Hull back to the podium to introduce our student speaker.
All right, thank you, Shannon. Great job. Okay, so next will be the presentation of this evening's undergraduate student address, and it's my sincere pleasure to introduce Herron's 2026 undergraduate student speaker, McKenna Murphy. So please help me welcome McKenna to the stage.
All right, hello everyone. I'm McKenna Murphy, and I'm a music technology student here at IU Indianapolis. I want to shout out music tech and music therapy real quick. So where are you guys? Yeah. So this is a super special occasion. They let us out of the IT basement for this. So. In addition to that, I'm also this year's Chancellor Scholar for Herron School of Art and Design. And that is extremely humbling. It's humbling because 4 years ago, I watched as my high school art classmates went off to pursue their passions and go to art school, while and I'm being honest with you because I feel comfortable in this space, I went to Purdue to get a math degree. Yeah. After just a semester, though, I felt that it wasn't right for me, and by my spring, I had transferred to IUPUI. Then in my sophomore fall, I was told, so we're splitting up and we don't really know where to put you for music tech. And then in junior fall, I was told, oh yeah, you're a Herron student now. And I was like, oh, okay, awesome, because I always wanted to be a Herron student. Who wouldn't want to be? You're all smart and passionate. You're interdisciplinary artists who welcome the wildest of ideas, feasible or not. You are people who find ways to make thought-provoking art with whatever tools and materials are available, like a pen in the margins of your worksheet, or clay scraps in your hands, or an incredibly out-of-tune piano in your phone. You're also people who want to help others, be that through teaching, therapy, or collaboration. I mean, how many of you are going to be teachers and curators, inspiring and uplifting the next generations of artists? How many of you have already helped people through student mentoring or tutoring for your department? How many of you have helped a classmate out when they're struggling with a project, and how many of you have just helped out a friend in general. That's initiative, and that's hospitality. You are what sets Herron apart. And I can say, thankfully, as of my junior fall, we are what sets Herron apart. This collective we, of course, includes our professors who challenged us every day. Thank you. They told us to play it quieter, make it bigger, add another layer, or scratch that idea entirely and try the one that you weren't so sure about. It includes our hardworking career and academic advisors and our administrators, of course. And for me, it includes the facilities workers who saw me sleep deprived at my lowest after late night practices, and they still took the time to say, smile at me and say, hey, how's it going? So thank you. You reminded me I was real at times. Yeah. And don't worry, Mom, I didn't forget about you. Thank you to the families and friends who have filled this theater. This is amazing. And to those who may be watching from far-off lands like Illinois, your belief and your support mean everything. Now back to my classmates. In about an hour from now, when you're standing in the sun smiling, you may have many questions racing through your head. Questions like, where are we going to eat? When are we going to eat? And why can't Dad keep his eyes open for the picture? Perhaps the most pressing one will be, what next? Well, I have an answer for you. Stay true to yourself. Maybe you've heard this advice once or twice, or more than that, and it seems simple enough. But it's not. It's really tough, especially in a world so focused on commodification and profit. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Trust me, I did it, and it led me here. A place where I could walk through the halls feeling respected and represented. A place where I could realize my ideas into tangible and audible things. But now it's time for us to move forward to new places with different people. Just like me, you may realize that you turn left when you're supposed to go right, and that's totally okay. Just remember that there will always be one constant in your future, you. Lead with yourself, and the rest will follow. Congratulations, class of 2026. I wish you all the best.
Okay, thank you, McKenna. Well done, and congratulations. It's really special. Okay, and now it's time to begin our recognition of our 2026 graduates from our creative undergraduate bachelor programs. So Shannon, if you'll help us again.
Thank you, thank you. All right, before we begin and I call up our undergraduate students, we actually have two undergraduates that we're going to virtually congratulate here. These students are studying abroad in Italy right now. So we're all gonna say ciao to them watching from abroad, and we're really excited that they have this opportunity to finish their undergraduate career and do this amazing experience with our faculty across the pond in Venice. So they do deserve to have their names formally read, and we're just going to celebrate them individually here. So first, we have Dana Jorgensen, who's getting a Bachelor of Arts in Art History and a Certificate in Museum Studies. And then second, we have Jansine Lunato, who's a BFA in Drawing and Illustration with a minor in Art History and Graphic Design. We hope you enjoy your time, and we're so excited to hear all about it. Okay, so let's begin all of the undergraduate student recognitions, and we will start with our amazing speaker, McKenna. Come on up. McKenna Murphy, Music Technology. Jaden Evans, Sculpture. Joshua Jenkins, Sculpture. Taya Johnson, ceramics with a minor in art history. Mackenzie McClara, integrated studio practice with a focus on ceramics and sculpture. Lucia Signorino, sculpture. Shay Hamlin, integrative studio practice with a focus in sculpture and ceramics. Elena Mastain, ceramics. Nari Kelly, sculpture with a minor in Japanese. Lila Gottschalk, sculpture. Sam Schur, integrative studio practice, focusing on sculpture and furniture, and also a double major in psychology. Remo Brown, integrative studio practice, focusing on illustration and sculpture. Matthew Hawkeye, drawing and illustration. Ariana Suarez, drawing and illustration. Claire Goodnight, sculpture and minor in art history. Avery Simpson, furniture design with a minor in art history. Lauren Smith, furniture design. Kennedy Dowda, furniture design with certificate in architecture and interior design graphics. Program Senkeo, sculpture with a minor in Japanese. Deanna Robertson, painting. Mary Davis, painting with a minor in art history and a pre-art therapy certificate. Tamia McCoy, integrative studio practice with a minor in art history. There we go. That's how we do it. Isabella Perales, painting. Carmen Nabi, integrative studio practice with a pre-art therapy certificate. Jordan Polly, painting. Peyton Balder, drawing and illustration. Ryan Lumen, drawing and illustration. Robert Smith, painting with a minor in art history. There you go. Okay. And also moves like Jagger, so there. Joe Chimenti with furniture design. What have we done with your robe? Wade Jubier, furniture design. Tristan Reed, drawing an illustration with minors in Japanese studies. Aww. Kaylin Ewers, drawing an illustration. Gracie Kenda, drawing an illustration with minor in book arts and environmental science. Tivin Pena, drawing an illustration. There you go. Oh. Michaela Anderson, drawing an illustration. Courtney Davis, drawing an illustration. Mason Dorsch, drawing an illustration. Ava Tankersley, drawing an illustration. Lauren Taylor, drawing an illustration. Clayton Keene, drawing an illustration. Caroline Brickley, drawing an illustration. Anika Stewart, drawing an illustration. Regan Wakeman, music technology. Cyrus Cotton, music technology. I was in a group. There's so many of them. Nicholas Robinson, music technology. Elliot Buell, music technology. Carson Quick, double major, music technology and computer science with certificates in artificial intelligence and network security. Madison Herald, music technology. Nilo Gamage, music technology. Joseph Edwards, music technology. Mason Rathel Owens, music technology. Inicia Miller, music therapy. Samuel Stuckensnyder, music therapy with a minor in psychology. Ethan Cass, music therapy. Corey Newman, photography. Sheila Naile Clemente Soto with ISP with the focus in printmaking, photography, minor in book arts, and art history. No big deal. Quenisha Scott, photography with a minor in public health. Ezekiel Barban, photography with a minor in business. Emma Holloway, art history with a minor in classical studies. Katie Grant, art history with a minor in music. Elizabeth Lewis McDonald, art history. Jordan Wheatley, art history with minors, hold on a second, minors in anthropology, history, and Arabic and Islamic studies. Sarah Hall, art history. Caden Fleck, visual communication design. Marco Hernandez, visual communication design. Emmanuel Vargas, visual communication design. Danny Hyde, visual communication design. Connor Peckinpah, visual communication design. Kiersey Warren, Visual Communication Design. Kennedy Carpenter, Visual Communication Design. Juan Navarro Quezada, Visual Communication Design. Amy Clark, Visual Communication Design with a minor in Book Arts. Michelle Carlos, Visual Communication Design. Ella Sternke, Visual Communication Design with a minor in Book Arts. Sierra Ham, Visual Communication Design. Delane Sheets, Visual Communication Design with Certificate in Human-Computer Interaction. There you go. Shannon Eisenberg, Visual Communication Design with Certificate in Human-Computer Interaction. Abigail Langsford, Visual Communication Design. Natalie Beck, Visual Communication Design. Makai Wallace, Visual Communication Design. Sofia Castillo Samperio, Visual Communication Design, and our top 100 student. Jasmine Sedum, Visual Communication Design. Rachel Kakamas, Visual Communication Design. Leah Shields, Visual Communication Design. Casey Draves, Visual Communication Design. Yes, the siblings sacrifice a lot for them to do this, so give it up. Claire Lacey, Visual Communication Design. Brianna Henry, Visual Communication Design. Ana Movila, Art Education. Francine Godoy, Art Education. Sarah Ferguson, Art Education. Victoria Priest, Art Education. Alyssa Timmerman, art education. Sierra Hill, art education. Marcus Dugan, art education. Ashlyn Daniels, art education. Autumn Wood, art education. Laura Fuentes Gonzalez, art education. Mary McKinney, art education with a certificate in special education. Sarah Hallcraft, photography. Riley Mayer, drawing and illustration with a minor in graphic design. Cash Siefker, drawing and illustration with minors in art history and Japanese studies. Bryce Carter, drawing and illustration. Dylan Emmel, drawing and illustration with minors in art history. Eli DeBrota, sculpture. Francie Wilcox, drawing and illustration. Loki Staley, drawing and illustration with a minor in art history. Isabella Corcoran, drawing and illustration with minors in Spanish, Museum Studies, certificate, and a minor in art history. Gabby Merrill, drawing and illustration. And last but not least, Madeline Kurtz, drawing and illustration with a minor in art history. Give it up one more time for Herron 2026. Congratulations, graduates, and thank you, audience. You understood the assignment, so we're very grateful for this. They deserve all the hoop they can get, so thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shannon. Okay. Well, and now for this year's alumni address, I'd like to introduce Michelle Winkleman, Herron's Director of Career Services and the longtime Chair of Herron's Alumni Engagement Committee. Please help me welcome Michelle to the podium. Michelle?
Thank you, Dean Hull. It's such a privilege to be able to address you guys. I am so proud of each and every one of you. You deserve all of the congratulations that you have earned this afternoon. One more time for our amazing graduates. For those of you I don't know, my name is Michelle Winkleman. I am Herron's Director of Career Development. And for the last few years, I've also served as our chair of our school's Alumni Engagement Committee. I promise to keep these remarks short because I know I am standing between you and the reception. Our celebrations this week are just as much a recognition of what is to come as they are a recognition of what has been. Commencement is a beginning, after all, the beginning of a new stage, a new career, a new set of steps. And it marks the beginning of your designation as alumni of Herron School of Art and Design and Indiana University. As our newest alumni, you join an impressive lineage of doers, thinkers, and makers stretching back over 120 years. We could not be more proud to have you join their ranks. You only hold the title of student for so long, but you will be an alum forever. The word alumnus has its roots in the Latin word for nourish. When I consider this, I think about just how profound of an impact education has on us. It truly nourishes our mind and our spirit. But I also think about the many ways that alumni, in turn, nourish the school and its community. Our alumni are mentors, role models, supervisors, speakers, donors, advisors, volunteers, and leaders in many other ways, not only to Herron, but to our broader arts community. As you join that community, remember that we, your faculty and staff, are genuinely interested in what you do and continuing to support your professional growth. Don't forget that the people right here in this room tonight are the fundamental building blocks of your professional network, so keep in touch with us. Inside your souvenir diplomas that you all received tonight, you'll find a quick guide with practical ways that you can stay in touch, including making sure that IU has your permanent email address and subscribing to Herron's newsletter. It might not sound like much, but these communications are the backbone to continuing your relationship with Herron and IU. We want to know all of the great things that you go on to do from here, and we will follow up to learn just what they are. So keep in touch. Send us your news, use your network, and represent Herron proudly as our newest alumni. Congratulations on all you have achieved, and good luck with everything that is to come.
All right, thank you, Michelle. Always special, so thank you. Okay, well, next, I'd like to ask if you could all help me once again thank all of this evening's speakers and also our award recipients, so congratulations and thank you. Okay, so, dear 2026 graduates, today we celebrate the final steps in the academic pursuit of your degrees, and I'm excited to remind you that you will always be a member of an exceptionally long line of creative individuals who have taken what they've learned and experienced as Herron students and carried that knowledge and creative ability forward into every imaginable field. As you transition from our students to our alumni, please know that you will always be an important part of Herron's creative family, and you will always be welcome here. Being part of Herron, founded in 1902, means being part of a creative community with a richly diverse 124-year history. Every day, your work will continue to contribute to this history, and I'm absolutely confident that your stories will resonate with those students that will follow you. I think this is important to share, that there has never been a more important time or a better opportunity to bring your creative, critical thinking and innovation to the communities and organizations that you're about to join. The world needs your optimism, empathy, creativity, and enthusiasm, and your unique ability to recognize and understand multiple points of view. We're so very proud of everything you've accomplished and also the paths on which you're about to embark. So, as we move to the final stage of this evening's ceremony, I would like to ask that our students and all of our guests remain seated as the faculty leave the stage. After the faculty have left the stage, we would like to have all the students come onto stage so we can take a few group photographs, and then we would like our faculty and staff to stand in front of the stage so we can be part of those group photographs with you. Again, I would like to ask all of our guests to please remain seated until the faculty and students have departed the theater. I also want to remind everyone once again that after the completion of this recognition event, you're all invited to join us up on the 4th floor for a reception in the ballroom upstairs. There is an elevator over there through that door, or if you go outside through the door marked 617, 617. So please be well and never forget that you're family and always welcome at Herron. So please, congratulations to the class of 2026. Okay, and now I'd like to invite the band to begin the recessional as our faculty depart the stage. So once again, please welcome the Circle City Sidewalk Stompers. Go. We can go ahead and go. Go ahead and have it. Sit. Do you want to sit and listen? We can dance for a while.
more people right here, and then Marcus, okay, come in.
My family is right up there somewhere.
I'm looking for my mom.
And
Right there, right there. My dad being all the way back
Hey, Mom! Mom!
Hey, shit.
Mom, say hi. Mom, say hi.
Wait, I want to speak up into the podium. What? Speak into the podium. Like, no,
I like your custom skull. That's cool. Is your student sign that?
yeah.
Oh, we're shooting in. Oh, we're getting in here.
Awesome. All right. I was able to find. Oops.
Let's find out. Oh. Everyone look up. Thank you.
I think my glasses.
All my.
No, it's my hair.
Probably say
Oh, we're staying. She said, she made us help you right now? If she takes a picture down here, they will not see me anyways.